Hey, Chris Buckler. I didn't know. I'm trying to get to the scene where Leah's trying to explain to Casey Rob or the meaning of the word lesbian. It was funny as hell. It was funny as hell. Everyone's sort of perspective. There it is, right there. Shot series. It's the morning song. Morning song by Grieg. Bird chirps, like anyway. Sun's rising from over the hills. Butterfly flips out of frame, revealing two cars parked and a museum parking lot. Lee's voiceover. This is the history of the term lesbian, right? This is Lee. This is the term of the word lesbian or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's older activists. And over Lee and Kisrael looking over, several caryatids. I find this funny, caryatids. But anyway, like museums where. But anyway. It was funny, and then, Lee and Case are get into an argument right about here. In war, in peace, she goes into her spiel, right? And then it hits her, like, exactly what Case was trying to tell her. And she's like, in war, in peace, blah, blah. And she sits back on it for a second. She's like, well, lesbian is not only a term defining the people of that Greek place. It's not only a term defining the people of that Greek place. Kesara is like, you are not lesbian. But I agree with the brutes. But I'm not lesbian. Or something like, that's too not it. She's like, you are not lesbian. But I agree with the brutes. Still same sort of founding sort of earth behind it. And then Lee, I'm not lesbian. And she's like exasperated kind of. There's a library scene. She goes into a dictionary. Well, this is what it means. You mean I'm homo... You're gay. Sometimes. She's like, anyway, they're carrying on a conversation. I don't know if she should be exasperated at the end of that. Carried on like a transition from one scene to the next. Maybe it's something like, this is the meaning of the modern term lesbian. Get used to it. And she's like, you mean I'm homo... You're gay. She cuts her off. It's an interruption. You're gay. And then she's like, sometimes Juniper chimes in. He has Juniper, what the heck? This is supposed to be Lee. It's a bit of information kind of going there. Her lunch is spilled across the table. Kesara is seated. No, they took it home. That's right, I added this. They took it home, and Juniper's making lunch all across the table. It's like sandwiches or something like that, and then she's chiming in. And he's like, that would make you bisexual. She's like, do you argue this much with your parents? Yikes. Do you argue this much with your parents? That would make you bisexual. They won't allow it. Noted. And the way she says okay, it's not a like an agreement. It's more like a You're burdening me, child. You're burdening me. Anyway, so it's girls, we're not going to do this all summer. And as she's saying summer, I guess it carries off into the next scene. And then Lee and Juniper sort of have a conversation in their bedroom that night. Like, gosh, it's going to be this way in the entire summer. She has a lot of good lines that I like. Kesara. She's so, like, freaking hard-headed, stubborn, however many other ways you could possibly think of that being. That's her. And then Kesara, I was like, I like the scene too, It was going from, like, overbearing types in the middle of, like, a corporate cubicle sort of surrounding. But more realistically, they're just plain executive types. So, when she clears her throat, how'd it go? This is Kesara. Turn the music off. And then she's like, off. She gets really, really, really brute force freaking. It's funny as heck. You see it from Lee. She's like freaking taller than tall, like freaking way overdoing it. Like someone on a normal scale, like normality in life, you would come into contact with or come across, and it would be completely opposite. Lee would be like I don't know, she could easily say that she could easily intimidate people. It's Lee. And in regards to all things natural, place me as CEO. And then in the case where I was like, ciao, kind of, it cracks me up. There's like no point in this entire script is anything seriously serious except, no, actually it's an entire learning experience. So those learning experience all the way through. You don't have to get too serious about anything, like kind of thing. Juniper will be by. You can finish this at the mall. And at some point there was a symbol. I think it was the triple dot, it's a lower triple dot, which means those are not points. Those are not points, but ellipsis. Ellipsis used as pauses instead of pause. So I don't understand. You've been fighting years just to get another law added, another action available. She's like, yep, cuts her off. Just stop there. You really are like huge, overgrown. And she's like, do not go there with me. Like two men. It's funny as hell, but they're women. It's like cracks me up. Like hecka. She tossed a copy of Advocate onto the desk, which I had to change that. It has to be some magazine. What do you think this is? Yeah, but I haven't really considered them. And she's like, goes into the homosexual word, which is crack up to. Read and give it a few days. Yeah, well, my dad disagrees with my mom with these type of things. And she's like, oh yeah? And they had an argument too at some point, which is a little bit of backstory. It was Lee and her sister's husband. In case a little piss her off, but I don't know. She doesn't seem to mind. Lee's like, right, it's the Pride Parade scheduled this summer. How often do you sneak out? She's like, please go. How often do you sneak out? Trying to make it sound all interesting. And then, of course, Case Rouse is exactly the opposite. I'll think about it for a few seconds, and if it, tickles me, then I'll freaking do whatever I choose. But you cannot tell me what to do. Kind of, Sometimes she gets into some trouble. She's like, you don't think one of the boys of mine let me slip by? She gives like a hot side grin, like, you don't think they'll let me slip by? Kind of thing. She's like, no. But, I don't know, Lee's like, I don't know how to explain that. She's like, like older East Coast founding forefather type. It cracks me up too. Anyway, Jerry comes in, basically, catches Case Raw's breath. She's like, what is this? Anyway, Audrey slid it away early and dropped this in the cart. I apologize for the timing. And it comes over a letter or some sort of mail piece. Sorting through a stack of mail, eyes lowered. She sees Jerry leave, and after a stint, notices Case Raw's absence. You gotta be joking! No. You gotta be joking. I don't know, you gotta be joking. I don't know if it should be me or just joking. Like, you gotta be joking. Anyway, so that's this Lee. You gotta be joking me. I think me is gonna be added to that. You gotta be joking. She's like, that's it. And as she's tossing the mail onto her leather-back chair, she's turning away. We go into a shot series across the poster. Across poster-sized prints of the United States Constitution, the United States Bill of Rights, and congressional displays and events on topics of amendment, the Greta Cameron, Gingrich, etc., blah, 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 note California LGBT caucus, which at that time it was 2007 or 8? 2008, I think it was. And then it was the LGBT caucus. It was the California caucus or something. I remember reading, and this wasn't even possible yet, but I was writing it anyway. Anyway, so I was like, alright. Case Raw saunters alongside Jerry. Now and again, Jerry drops a letter or package in an inbox or a little tray or something, It's like Gemini. This is Case Raw. Gemini? So maybe exclaimed, Zodiac Nightclub is hosting a teen night. Slip aside the staircase. We'll booth it. See, that caught me as weird because right after that was a nightclub. What are you going to think about Que Sera? Que Sera's in trouble. Are you serious? You know? And then you have Cameron Meyer over here arguing with Gingrich. And then we're like, you know, I don't know. No. Ooh, ice cream man. You know, kind of. Ice cream truck. Anyway. We'll booth it. Sure. I'll bet this is the dream job. Sort of. That's Jerry. Who's Audrey? You know, shipping and receiving. This is like shipping and receiving. So it's kind of like cracking up, Jerry. Jerry's masculine. During transition, actually. Jerry's in transition. They say in transition. I'm like, yeah, actually. So anyway, shipping and receiving, distracted, Que Sera. I'll let you get back to that. So again, she swiftly slips away, sneaks about, wandering aimlessly into a huge space above the first story below. A space casing a huge rainbow-bearing prism, statue and onward. Geometrical prism shapes transcend by the sun, beaming through the clear skylight windows. Que Sera overviews. She makes her way down the adjoining staircase into a cavernous enclosure below. Gawking, she runs into Juniper. Are you ready? Que Sera's like, yeah! You know, kind of thing. It freaks me out because shit happens like everywhere. Like how many underground places did this shit get? Either that or it hasn't, so I'm in trouble. The National Gay and Lesbian Task Force. Remember that? That was the hugest thing in LA. And all of a sudden they became the little guy, and you know, freaking someone like equality something for equality comes to be. So they took the down step. I remember when National Gay and Lesbian Task Force used to be LA and San Francisco. It was LA and San Francisco. National Gay and Lesbian Task Force. It's like, I wonder where they're at. God, I'm gonna imagine this because I've never been. I remember that, and it's truth, regardless. And, you know, and in a sense that nothing is true. It's a story. Leaves flying on the net at a big flat screen. The music is of less volume, and through the window, a large passenger plane passes. Caleb enters with a tall cup of juice and a bowl of blackberries. He's flying in from Minnesota. Here's the difference. He's ready to battle criticism over a cup of Joe. Okay, I gotta stop. It's funny as hell. What are you talking about a cup of Joe? He's like, I like berries and fruits and sweetness and berries and fruits and occasional brandy. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. He's coming in and he wants coffee. Well, y'all are gonna be up a while, kind of thing. But will it continue? We'll be discussing current availability of resources. So that's you know, putting him into play as a character and how he wants to be. It's Caleb. Guy's like really super duper fast, and as the story progresses, you find out that Caleb, he's all for the body, but he, you know, doesn't have the ear. So anyway, it's the funniest fact. Caleb, he's a younger guy, and anyway, he meets another guy like in the previous scene. I think, or he wants to meet another guy who's having trouble in Metro Minnesota or something like that. And that was the same guy that's flying in. So anyway, there's a little story progression, you know, in the sort of subtext there. It's like, you know, relationship sort of stuff. What else? I'm worried, Caleb. Caleb continues. Some short, overweight hoodlum has been emailing here, and they're on. That's me right there. Oh, we do the imagery on the web. This has nothing to do with the cute little Marcus. That's when the entrance made, which came into being. Life, things surrounding me. Hey, welcome. Not really. Alright, well, I'll be leaving then. I think is how that went. Or should have went. But anyway, that was short little Marcus sort of stuff. And I think I'm done with that right there.